What's the deal? Thanks for tuning in for No Ceilings. I got my man Hotsauce on the building.
Got it all.
What's the deal, Hotsauce,
Man,
man?
you know what's going on, man.
What's life been like lately, man?
Working. Always working,
9 to 5.
No days off. No days off.
How long I been knowing you, man?
What's it been, like 3 years probably? Like
Little 4, pushing 4?
Yeah, pushing 4.
So I discovered Hotsauce. I was on Instagram looking through my content.
Discovered. That's me walk away like Soldier
Boy. I was the first one to get discovered on Instagram.
Jokes.
I was on the Discover page, the Explore page on Instagram. I look at this video and I'm like, oh man, I like this tune. This guy got some bars, I'm like, okay. So I start listening to it and I'm like, all these bitches want to be grown, talking loud on the speakerphone.
That was hard.
And I'm like, man, who is this guy? So I click on his page and he's just a regular dude.
You feel me?
Regular dude from Baldwin Village, right?
Just a driver.
Right? and I'm like, man, this guy is talented. I hit him up and I'm like, hey man, like, how long you been rapping for? This and that,
What I tell you, at that time, it was probably a couple months.
Couple months, yeah. When did you start rapping?
When did I start rapping?
Mm-hmm.
Probably as far as recording music and all of that, like late 2017, early 2018.
Take me to that. Like, I mean, what was the start of you rapping? Like, what made you want to rap?
Shit, just putting these freestyles on Instagram all the time. Always going to Instagram, spitting them freestyle. Everybody in LA nowadays get outside the car and rap. And I always just rapped early morning in the car, late nights, whatever. I feel it, I rap in the car. Me and a couple homies on Facebook. Shout out to my boy Talent, Tony Parham, you feel me? Dorsey Don, Sydney, you feel me? We would put these freestyles on Facebook. Started out on Facebook, just freestyling all the time. Then it turned into a competition type of thing. That competition type of thing turned into a little battle rap session that turned into me battling a couple homies for like a whole week on Instagram to me hearing Lotto and
Lotto, yeah.
Me hearing Lotto freestyle.
Yeah, Lotto's pretty good too.
Lotto was freestyling on the other homie Mad Mo page, and so I seen that and he was gassing up. So I go to Facebook and make a whole little post.
Is your whole little circle? Are you guys? What area are you guys from?
As far as what do you mean?
Like what? Where do you guys reside?
I'm from Baldwin Village. I mean, I'm literally from Los Angeles. I'm from the Crenshaw district, West Adams area, and Baldwin Village, aka the Jungles.
Right.
So I was raised in both West Adams and the Baldwin Village area. My mom always made sure she lived within that area of the Crenshaw district. So
that's pretty cool. I mean, like, when I look at you, like, you have talent all around you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, when I look at you, I see you and I'm like, oh man, this guy's pretty good. Then you have Chuckster.
Yeah.
You have Infant.
You
have Lotto.
And
then I'm like, Mike Jones. Here come Mike Jones.
You feel me?
And I'm like,
Mike
damn.
Jones.
And Mike Jones is like, I didn't even know he raps.
And Mike Jones been doing this.
Oh, he has?
I found out late, but Mike Jones been doing it. He got visuals that been on YouTube,
Wow.
Motherfuckers won't get behind the talent. Brazy boy.
Yeah.
That's
yeah. Rest in peace,
Yakahanas. These people been rapping for years.
Yeah. I feel like I've been around the right people. Like I've seen you, then I've never personally met Brazy Boy.
Yeah.
R.I.P. I've seen him on a random note, like in Norms eating, and I'm like, oh, what's up, Brazy? Oh, what's the deal? He sounds like how he raps, which is cool. So I'm like, that's cool. I wish I would have got to meet him.
Yeah.
I'm glad I know you because I'm like, hey man, like I get all the exclusives from you.
Yeah.
Like, you show me love all the time.
Exactly.
So I got no choice but to show you love. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you're my favorite rapper. I
That's
tell you
crazy.
this all the time. I'm like,
I appreciate it, man.
You're my favorite rapper, but because the way you, like when you rap, I feel like it's no cap. You know what I'm saying? Like, you say straight up shit.
Yeah,
like,
for real.
And I love rap like that. And I've always tell people, everybody I know, they know, I'm the type of person who loves LA rap. Like if you talk about LA, like I'm from LA, this and that, and then it's like you talk about everything that you originated from. You know?
That's all it is. That's all I know is LA.
Like take me to your background though. Like where did you grow up? Like how was your upbringing? Mom, dad, like everything.
Like I said, I grew up in the Baldwin Hills, Crenshaw district, West Adams area. So for the most part, those areas, growing up, man, was hectic. Never met my father, Moms was on drugs early age to the most earliest I can remember, So I always grew up with stepfathers and whatnot. And, coming up, it was always a broken household. 1 minute I'm with my mom, next minute I'm misplaced with somebody else, some aunt, some fake relative.
Right.
And then eventually it landed me to the foster system.
DCFS?
DCFS.
Right.
First time was probably like first grade for a couple months. She got me back, and then the second time was the long stretch, which was like my 5th grade year.
How did that affect you?
And it affected me in a major way because, at that point, I started acting out at school, start following the bad crowd instead of doing what I should be doing. I'm acting out and figuring out ways to, I don't know, cover up the shit I was going through. That's where the comedian side kicked in at a lot too, because I was always the class clown, quick to roast and joke on people, you feel me? So, I don't know, but for the most part, most 80s babies kind of had that same story. Not everybody, but a lot of 80s babies probably can relate to that story of parents being on drugs because our parents got caught up in that web.
Yeah, I feel like that's, a lot. You're saying things that a lot of people are embarrassed to say. Like I remember, because I could relate with you too. I was a foster kid for about 15 years, right?
Yeah.
Took in at 7, emancipated at 18, and I went through the same stuff you went through. Mom on drugs and everything.
That's
like
crazy.
That. And I used to when I was younger, I used to be so ashamed of saying like, hey, I'm a foster kid.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I'll have my foster mom pull up around the corner and be like, hey, pick me up right
Man,
here. I don't want people to see that I'm going with a black lady or a Hispanic lady, because they know you're not my mom.
Yeah, I had therapists and psychiatrists used to come to the school, and I would dodge them. So I know what you mean.
Yeah. It's typical foster kid.
Yeah.
And I definitely could see where you're coming from with that. Like I see the pain. Tell me about when you aged out, like when you're 18 going on to adulthood. How was that?
It's crazy because that's when my mom had just barely got custody of me, which was my 12th grade year, late 11th, early 12th grade year. So here we are. I'm growing into a young man, but I'm just now coming back home. So now it's like, for the next few years, it's kind of like that rekindling of the relationship with me and my mom. So it's like, I don't know. I already was the person I was. She's trying to basically get back that time by pampering me as much as she can. But, I don't know.
Was she a good mother?
Yeah, my mom was a great mom. When she got her head on her shoulders, even to this day, she's a great mom. Because that all of this is the past. My mom she's good. But as a youth, when my mom had her head on her shoulders, we didn't want for nothing, But then it's always come that time where it's like, okay, something happened because, stuff is starting to disappear around the house. Come home, the TV gone. Come home, for real, furniture gone, lights out. Like I got stories. You feel me?
You got to
candles is lit. Why is the candles lit? Like, oh, we didn't pay the bill. We didn't pay the bill. Thought you was gonna pay it.
Right.
Don't worry, we'll be back on. It's been off for 2 weeks though.
Right.
So.
Like, I know when I talked to you before on Instagram, you told me that you said you were like African too, right?
Yeah, well, that's a long story right there too. But yeah, I do got a Nigerian background as well. But
is that?
But that's a whole other story.
Is that biological or?
And that's the part right there. That's a big question mark, because at the same time, the men that were in her life are not around and they left far long ago. But I do have a father listed on my birth certificate who is a Nigerian man, whom I haven't spoken with since a kid,
Right.
So. And that's where my last name is from Nigeria.
Oh, that's pretty cool, yeah. Because I remember one time I Cash Apped you, and I'm like,
yeah, everybody see that. They're like, what the fuck is that?
It's
just me.
Yeah.
You
and
feel me?
I'm like, wait a minute. Is this you?
Yeah, it's me.
Sure, okay. I was like, let me make sure.
Mom's dated a lot of Africans in the 80s.
I don't know, man. I don't get an African vibe from you, though.
Because I'm raised in South Central Los Angeles,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I figured that. I'm like, man, this guy's not African.
And my mom not African. She's
I mean, he's from the jungles, but he's not African.
You feel me?
Do they got jungles in Africa?
Of course. That's the jungle.
Oh, shit. Huh?
You feel me?
Ladies and gentlemen, he's from the jungles. Like Baldwin Village jungles, not Africa. Nigerian jungles. You know what I'm saying? Okay.
All right.
So you got any, like, upcoming projects coming up that...
For sure. I got, you've gotten my last mixtapes, the feature Hendrix.
Did you ever bring that? I wanted to make a display case with your signature of both tapes.
Oh, that's crazy.
You never got back to me.
I didn't get this first tape. I have to re-get because...
See, I have plans for you, man.
It's crazy.
You're just trying to hate on my plans right now.
Man, because a lot of people
Those are
talking down on me selling CDs. Yeah. Me selling CDs was crazy because people buy them. The fans buy them, but then a lot of people...
I definitely bought them.
Then some look down.
I bought them more than once, y'all.
Some people look down, but that's the people you have to ignore that's looking down. You got to focus on the buyers. But,
No, LA got a lot of haters.
Yeah, but once I put it on all platforms, I figured that was enough. It's on all platforms. At this point, I'm just holding a bunch of CDs in the trunk. Let it go.
It's crazy because like every time you drop a tape, I swear to God, like you sell out.
Yeah. And it surprises me because I'm like, damn, they really just fly out my hands.
And it's not that, like, you know, like how when you're at Hollywood Boulevard, oh, listen to my tape. I don't want that shit.
Yeah, I never did shit like that.
Right? But like when you listen to his tape, oh my God, it's hit after hit after hit after hit after hit.
Man, I don't know how it came about.
How many artists are capable of that?
Man, not many. I don't know how it came about.
Like your video, Really From the Village, the remix, right? How many views does that have already?
We had 2.1 million, almost 2.2, on the way to 3 million. We're doing I'm almost 3 million a year. I'm almost 1 million per year. Excuse me.
Like on that track, right? Because I know that song is about 7 minutes long. Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
In the studio, did you have to extend the song?
Hell yeah, we had to extend the song. I had to extend the song. I had to argue with the engineer.
Oh my God.
You know, we recorded that shit in the homie apartment. Shout out to 1250 UVG Trey. You know, 1250.
Hey, I was looking at his Instagram. I need some shirts, man.
Yeah, for real. You know, he doing the printing. That's who did the Baldwin Village sweater. You know,
I might have to get some shirts. I need to sell some merch.
You know, it's a one-man shop right there. That man is a genius right there. But we did that shit in his apartment. So you got to think all these 7 people in that song. He don't know these people. He barely met me, and they all got to come through his apartment.
Wait, so how long have you been knowing him?
Since I started rapping.
Seriously?
Infant took me to his apartment. Infant took me to his spot. Infant, like I got a studio around the corner, and went there, and he already knew who I was because I knew his little relative, his younger cousin.
Right.
But you know, we met literally when I started rapping.
Damn.
And we just connected.
Isn't that crazy how like when you're trying to do something and all the right people just come around you?
It just fell in line,
right?
man.
Like, cause you say you started rapping, right? Then you started rapping with your homies. Then Lotto came in. Then what's his name? Mo. The other guy that you mentioned?
Mad Mo?
Mad Mo, right?
Well, he was rapping on Mad Mo's Instagram page. So Lotto was rapping on, I didn't get to finish that part. He was freestyling on his page. When I seen it, I gave him a shout out. That led to Lotto saying, you hard too, Sauce. You should take rap serious.
Right.
And I'm like, nah. He like, man, stop playing. I've been watching you battle the homies this last couple of weeks. I'm going to send you some beats. And one of the beats was the Really From the Village.
Yeah, I like that beat, man. Like, who made that beat?
Random YouTube beat. I mean, we know the person, but I don't even know his name. Like, and I should know his name right now. That's what's crazy. It's like JC. My bad, JC, if I forgot your name, man. But you know,
but you know, he's shouting you out. He's shouting you out. Don't worry about it.
But I didn't. Lotto found that beat, so Lotto gave me this beats. You know how niggas is. We go through Instagram, through YouTube, looking for free beats. You know.
I looked at the comments. I'm like, man, he wrote that beat. And
it's crazy.
Like, I mean, if you listen to his flow, it is crazy. Like,
and I didn't even think.
How did you architect your flow? Like, I mean, it's so like. Well, people call it old school. I don't call it
is.
Is it old school?
I mean, in a sense, it's old school with a new school twist.
Mm-hmm. Like when I listen to you, like, I want to say it's clever.
Yeah.
It's like, it makes you just want to just.
Yeah. I was thinking about the Bay Area. I ain't gonna lie. I've been always attracted to the Bay Area sound. So, yeah, that's what I was thinking about.
I was just like, you know what? You mind if I play RIZM?
Go ahead. Play that shit, man. That's the new single out, RIZM. Featuring Big Y, Fig Newton, and Yakasita the Don Yakahanas. You hear me on all platforms. That's RIZM. RIZM.
Let me see if I'm able just to put that on here.
There we go. That's a remake of the classic.
Got it all.
Hold on.
You hear it?
Praise.
Look, I bring it back. The shit way deeper than rap. Beating up the trunk with the waves in the back. Fuck skinny jean rappers.
Bring braids in the back.
Flashback, seeing lays.
French braids to the back.
Way before they caught his eye.
Just a regular batch. What no privilege, bitch. Just regular yak. Keep posting that bitch. That's a regular rat.
And y'all believe these niggas
spitting all this cap. It's a reason why the weak ones don't want me to rap. While the rest of the city want me on they tracks. 104 for Crenshaw. Me and Dapper said on our way to see Dre. Woodworth was the crib. We was broke, we hit a lick. They ain't knowing what we did back when homies hit banks.
just to get at how they live.
And it's the reason why I go to work. I know it hurt. Now an affiliate putting on for the turf.
My closest homies all about
Shit
they
hot, man.
chips.
I'm sorry.
Really from the village, but I fucked with Nip. Bitch, rub on your lips, but I didn't eat your poon. I sucked your titties real good and made you pay for the room.
Bitch, ready.
This chorus hot right here.
Here we come.
The squabbling nigga, bitch, you better have a gun. I was raised on B-Brays, red rum, dipping through the set like my name Jim Jones. Guilty by affiliation, affiliated. Everybody wanna rap, but everybody ain't gonna make it. Opportunities barely come, you gotta take them. Man, cut that off, man. That's too much for these people, man.
I'm not gonna lie, my ears on fire.
Come on, man. They ain't even got that live like that. You getting exclusive.
Look, listen to me. If that song don't go platinum, I swear to God to you, I will not listen to rap no more. Do you hear the content of this music?
Man, it's crazy. I don't know how that shit become. I wrote that shit behind the wheel of the bus. I call it, that's a red light rap. I wrote that shit at red lights while I was driving the bus for MTA.
That's crazy.
On the back of my work schedule. Literally.
That's
Each
crazy,
bar
bro.
for bar. I wrote it at red lights, got to my break,
But
tried some more.
How easy is it for you to come up with something?
It's not easy. Sometimes it is, sometimes it's
I
not.
mean, are you like do you get writer's block? Or
I do get writer's block, and I like to write. I'm not a freestyle rapper. I can't freestyle.
What exactly is writer's block? Can you explain it?
When you just can't
think
come
of
with
nothing,
nothing
right?
to the beat, you know? You get in the
That's crazy.
studio or you listen to a beat and you just can't think of nothing.
Because like when I see your rap, right, and I'm like, damn, how does he come up with this type of shit? You know, like it fascinates me because I'm like, okay, like how did he even think to say that?
Shit.
And
I
just
be
word it?
fascinated. I listen back like, damn, that shit is crazy. Like that's really me.
And then you have the energy behind it, which don't make it any better. It's just like, man, I gotta listen to this. Like, like when I listen to your music, I'm forced to listen to it because I like it so much.
Yeah, that's
You know what
crazy.
I'm saying? Like, and I'm like, it's crazy because your background, right?
Yeah.
You would have never known that you would have been good at rap until you started
Exactly.
freestyling with your homies.
Seriously.
Right?
Seriously.
That's crazy, man. And then like,
Seriously.
I respect you more so because you work a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
And you're still rapping. And you're still
Real.
doing all this other stuff. You're not out here selling drugs. You're not out here PPPing it up. You're not out here trying to scam people.
I'm scared of the PPP. I wanted to get the PPP, but I'm like, I got a JOB.
I don't know,
I don't
Sauce.
want to mess up my JOB.
I don't know, Sauce. I don't know.
I want the PP. I ain't gonna lie to you. I wanted the PPP, but I don't want to mess up my JOB. My social connected to everything. They don't come and get me straight out of Metro. Cuffs.
Oh, my God.
They know where I'm at. Get
Out
that nigga
there.
off the 210.
You drive the 210?
I don't know what I drive. I drive everything.
Oh, shit. I
See an
mean,
orange bus, it might be me. Might be a red one, might be a blue one, might be.
you know, like, I've been, like, dying to, like, catch your bus one day. Be like,
You should see people when they get on my bus. They be like,
I know. You tell me all
it
the
is
time.
you. It is you, King. It is you. They treat me like coming to America. They get to their knees and shit. Everybody on the bus, I swear to God, people on the bus be looking, and I'll be like, man, just go sit down. They're like, no, for real. Like, it's just like the Coming to America scene when they caught and they caught Hakeem in the hallway when he was going to use the bathroom at the basketball game. That's how they do me on the bus.
You remember Channing, right?
Channing?
Channing.
Right.
Remember Channing?
I don't know. What's Channing?
Channing, the comedian that used to get on your bus. He'd be like, yeah.
Oh, yeah, my
The
boy
New York
Chan.
dude, right?
Chan, yeah.
He'd be like, yeah, Hotsauce.
Yeah, my boy from Philly or some shit.
And
New
I'm
Jersey.
Like, and I'm like, man, like, because he tried to tell me about you. And I'm like,
I met that
know this
nigga.
guy.
I met that nigga in the Sherman Oaks, one of the Sherman Oaks malls. He tried to roast me.
No.
He was working at Shoe Palace. I come in there with my security guard boots on, and I'm
Secure
asking
11s?
for shoes. I'm asking for shit, and he tried to roast me, and I roasted him in front of all his peers, his coworkers.
I know that was devastating.
We
'cause
followed
you-
each
you
other
got-
back,
you
and
got
since we've been
jokes, man.
following each other back, he watched me go on the metro. He ended up getting on the bus. He watched me go on to the comedian, the
Right.
rap. So me and Channing got a crazy history too.
Yeah,
we
like-
met at a random roast session, just like naturally.
And I'm not gonna lie, you're pretty good at roasting.
Shut him down.
You're a funny dude, man.
You hear me?
I don't think I'd ever try to battle you.
You remember I went to your apartment pulling out all them Oriental snacks? My boy had all type of Oriental sauces and shit. I ain't never seen Twix peanut butter. You're like, yeah, that's in Taiwan. You gotta go to Taiwan to get that.
That's my mom, man. My mom, she makes crazy ass Filipino food, and I'm like, dude, you need this type of ingredients. to make
It's
this?
dope though when you go to somebody else's home that's a
Right.
different.
Did you
you know-
believe that I stayed in the jungles?
I didn't believe in. I thought you was the police. I ain't gonna lie to
way,
you.
really?
I thought this nigga was the
Everybody
police.
say that.
I swear to God, I'm like, where the fuck did you come from? And then I put up on Murfield. I'm like, this nigga the motherfucking police. But I still wanted to check you out though. You feel me? I'll get
Yeah.
up on Officer Hoyt. Like, he was offering me to pay for my food. Remember the first place we went to when I linked with you?
What was that?
Let's see if you remember.
Was it on Pico? I don't know the name.
You
It's
said
on
it.
Pico,
You said it.
But I don't know what the name of
We
this.
went to Okie Dog.
It was Okie?
We went to Okie Dog. I was going to get some pastrami chili cheese fries from Okie Dog, and you like, I'll go with you, bro. I'll ride with you. I was coming to play the 2K with you because you used to see me playing 2K against the homie.
Right.
And you like, I'll pay for the food. I'll do this. I'm like, this nigga trying to get up under me. This the motherfucking police.
Oh, no. I ain't like that. You know me. I ain't like that. Now, I was like, man, let's go get some food. I was just trying to, like build.
I ain't never seen nothing like that,
Not
though.
like that, though. You know what I'm
You
saying?
good, but I'm
Nah.
just saying, growing up around how we grew up, we never seen people be so friendly that don't know you. And
Right.
just like,
Yeah.
people around you don't even show you that kind of love. And for a person to not even know you and just like embrace you and give you love, you offered me. I was doing bad one time. You gave me a loan. You feel me? Even if it's $20, $30, $40.
Yeah.
That shit mattered, because
Yeah.
people, your whole life, you can't even ask. You be scared to ask because they going to tell you, I ain't got it.
Yeah,
know?
I mean, I'm just a solid dude,
Yeah,
like, I'm just a genuinely solid dude.
I peeped
I want to
that.
make sure, like, that you're straight, this, and that. I cash out this guy his payment already. I'm like, man, here.
And what I tell you before you even did all of that?
I was like, man,
solid. Before you did all of that, what did I tell you?
Solid.
Before you even gave me the money, I told you you didn't have to. And you just insisted. Like, nah, man. I kept telling you, brother, you ain't got to get. I insist, bro.
Hey, if you say I ain't got to do it, you can just send it back.
I'm just saying it's too late now. You feel me? My unsend button, my resend button don't work.
All right, I'll just go through Cash App. I'll just get it back through Cash App. So I'll fuck with you.
Oh, man. But for real, man.
Yeah.
So, it's just a mutual relationship.
Hell yeah, man. Like, and the fact of the matter is, like, I mean, like, the direction that you're going. What do you want to do with this?
That's the craziest part.
Do you ever think about that in advance? Like, hey, what happens if someone picks me up? Like, would you do it? Would you take a deal?
It's all
would you go indie? Like, what is your direction?
I mean, I would love to stay independent, but if the numbers is right, like I've always said, if it'll change my life, my living situation, my financial situation, if it makes sense on the numbers, who wouldn't take that opportunity if it made sense? I don't want to be robbed of everything I've created, my name, my slogans. Yeah, I've seen those stories before.
Right.
I don't want that to happen. That's where it takes you your own side to come in here and read that paperwork with you,
Right.
But if it made sense, hell yeah, I'll sign. Other than that, independent, help me distribute this shit. You feel me? Distribution deals.
Right.
If not, I'll keep doing it out the trunk.
Where did that Hotsauce name come from?
That came from my boy G Braze, free G Braze. He doing time right now. But middle school, I used to dribble like Hotsauce and one basketball player. I always played ball. I had the actual skills a little bit too. You feel me?
Yeah.
Really was hooping. I just was hooping last Sunday. But clowning my name being Hassan.
Thanks for the invite, man.
Yeah, Well, you could come. I forgot you. Everybody. It was actually too many people last Sunday, but It
was?
Yeah, it was too many people. We had to kick people out. We had to turn people away. But
you still got it?
Of course I still got it. I don't go nowhere. We could play for your pocket, play for your heart. Seriously. But nah, but
I want to play you one day, like just shoot seven up for $100.
Could do that. I already told you, man. I thought we did that at JG.
We never done that.
We didn't do that in that?
Not at Jim Gilliam.
Yeah. It was something we did. We were supposed to get in the boxing gloves too. You turned that down.
Why you were trying to fight me?
No, you had the gloves. You had the gloves.
You mentioned the gloves.
You had the gloves. And you got some gloves. I'm like, you know what to do with these? Put your hands up. Look, now hit me back. Nah, but no, the homie was clowning my name.
Hate. No,
nah, the homie was clowning my name being Hassan and Hot Sauce, and it just stuck from 8th grade on up.
It fits you. I mean, charismatically, you know what I'm saying?
Back then it didn't. They used to clown back then. Like really? Hot Sauce, the hood, the whole homies that was like thugging. They were like, what the fuck is a Hot Sauce? Like, straight eating this Hot Sauce. But now it makes sense. Now it's unique. Now it's original.
Right. Have you gotten hit ups from any buddy that's mainstream or verified?
Yeah, I've gotten a few hit ups. A few hit ups over the time. I got Nipsey Hussle hit me.
Damn.
That's the biggest one.
I seen that one.
Nipsey hit me. Nipsey followed me back. Nipsey liked the post. He commented. He commented more than the artist that's not even that big who just watch.
I've seen that.
Nipsey was actually interactive with me.
Right.
Like, seriously.
That sucks, man. I mean, he's gone and you can't even work with him.
Man,
Doesn't that make you feel like, anytime someone asks me
I feel robbed. I feel robbed of the opportunity,
Right.
As soon as he died, so many homies called me. Like, homegirls hit me. Brazy Boy was the first one that hit me.
Right.
Blood, you see what's happening to him, nigga? Like, everybody knew I was a big fan of Nip, and everybody knew the connection that I had to that artist. So, that was a big blow, and I feel robbed every time I drive down Slauson or past Crenshaw and Slauson. Like, I just feel robbed,
That's crazy, man. I mean, his impact in the community.
Yeah.
I mean, knowing that he was a Crip, but he impacted so many areas to where,
all that shit didn't even matter because I seen that in 2008 when his career first started out. About around that time, I was already on telling homies, like, bro, it's deeper than him gangbanging.
Right.
You're not listening to what he's saying.
Right.
And it took the Marathon mixtape.
And I just don't know why, because, it's a weird generation now, right?
Yeah.
To where it's cool to diss, it's cool to sneak diss, it's cool to just talk shit about somebody. And with him, all he did was motivate somebody.
Yeah.
He never dissed no hood, knowing that he's from Rolling 60s, right? He never dissed any hoods. He never did this and that. He even worked with Schoolboy, and you know where Schoolboy's from, right?
Yeah.
They're both from the gangs that hate each other the most.
Yeah.
And just the fact that he was fucking with everybody.
Everybody, man.
It was just devastating,
Everybody. He had me ready to join. I was ready to join over there. I don't even gangbang, but just coming from the jungle area, it's natural for other communities to not want to deal with you. But Nipsey embraced it and felt like he was gonna fuck with me. Like, you feel me?
I think he was. I thought he did because
start commenting more and
more.
He
was giving you the thumbs up, like, you're good to go, bro. Come on, and I I tell people this all the time, right? Like when I talk about you, because I brag about you sometimes. I don't know if you know.
Man, I don't, but
I'm not capping. I'm not capping.
Man,
I
appreciate
being
it.
Straight up, dead serious with you. I cap a lot about you, and I'm like, man,
You cap a lot about me?
Hotsauce is a chess piece. I call you the chess piece from the jungles, because you can move in any direction and people will fuck with you.
Yeah, for real.
Right? Like when you look at a bishop in chess, or no, a queen in chess, right? She can move in any direction.
Yeah.
Right? You doing clothes, people fucking with you. You selling CDs, people fucking with you. Music, people fucking with you. You go to work, people still fuck with you.
I swear to God.
You know what I'm saying?
I post
So
water.
like,
People want to drink water.
right? Like, I see all these like posts like, hey, like good pressure.
Good pressure.
And he's giving you the knowledge like, hey, this has sodium in it and blah blah this and that. This ain't natural spring water, you know.
Just want to lead the people.
Yeah.
What Nip say? Just taking time to make the proper use of my influence. I could influence y'all to do anything, but
yeah,
if I'm gonna influence you, hopefully it's gonna be for something better.
Thank God you got a positive influence though.
No.
Just imagine if you're negative.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you cause havoc in the streets.
Man.
But you're doing all this positive shit. Like you got people talking about you without you being there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, hey, you ever heard of Sauce?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
People don't know you have 2 million views.
Man, they don't,
You know what I'm saying? And you're as humble as a giant. You know what I'm saying?
And my coworkers don't know. They be surprised when they find out. They're like,
Do they know that you're a star?
they don't. They find out slowly. He said you're a star. Like, I don't want to say I'm a star. I'm just a driver. Nah, I'm just playing. But, they find out slowly. I'll be at work, and they be like, hey, man, I was at my people's house, and they brought a video up. I said, well, that's my coworker. I didn't know you do that. They get to hit me on the chest. Like, I didn't know you do that. And I'm like, yeah, that's what I do. But I don't like to put it out there because I want to I don't mix the business with pleasure. I want to go to work, go home, and do what I do outside of work. But unfortunately, being in the public eye, they finding out, supervisors and all that. I clocked in a couple weeks ago, and the supervisor addressed me as Hotsauce.
Right. So, Sauce, have you been working with anybody locally?
Man, yeah, that's all. It's the main people I work with is the local artists,
Like, give me some names.
Shit, I work with, like I say, Yakahanis,
I like her.
211, Lil Sodi, Stupid Young I've worked with, all my Baldwin Village niggas. Man, there's so many people, there's so many artists. It's crazy when people ask that question, my mind go blank. But I've worked with like 50 so many damn artists. It's like
everybody you damn near know is starting to their path to stardom.
Big Sad 1900, can't forget Big Sad.
Right.
Shout out Big Sad, blowing up quick.
Yeah, I've seen him around. I want to do an interview with him so bad. Like, I think he's phenomenal.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. Did you see what happened with Lil Ducey?
Lil Ducey, oh yeah, he got signed, huh?
The DJ Drama, huh?
Yeah, I just seen that earlier.
That's pretty cool.
I'm like, damn, that's dope as fuck. Like,
right? I'm looking at it, I'm like, damn, that's
dope. He
deserves it.
For real.
I mean, I'm not going to tell the background story, but he came from, I know Ducey. I grew up with him, Like,
that's crazy.
He came from poverty.
And I met him on the music shit, and it's like, man, I just watched it just like, last time I seen him, I told him, I said, man, your shit been going up. Like that outside?
It's so crazy knowing a person, from back then and then seeing him now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, you've changed so much.
Yeah.
He came from a household, the situation where it's like a 2-bedroom with like 8 people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, literally, man. And I'm like, that's crazy. So I feel like he deserves it, man.
That's how usually some of the greatest people blossom. Some of the greatest people of the world, they always come from them type of backgrounds. Michael Jackson, small little house.
Yeah, that's crazy.
20 people in the house,
Good thing you didn't have like a Joe Jackson on your ass, huh?
I didn't have no Joe Jackson. Just had them streets on your ass. Them streets on your ass.
Tell me some crazy stories. Like, do you have any crazy stories?
Man, a lot of crazy stories.
Like tell me one that always like coming to you, like that you always think about from time to time.
Shit. One I always think about from time to time is like times where like motherfuckers done put up on me. Even at school, I'm at Dorsey one day ditching with the homies, like a bunch of random people at Dorsey, And while we ditching, one dude just puts out like, hey, the homie was about to bust at you the other day.
Whoa.
I'm like, me? He's like, yeah.
That's
and,
crazy.
And he was a low-key Crip at Dorsey because most of the Crips back then was low-key. They wasn't all out there, But he was low-key, and he was like, man, the homie was about to shoot at you. You was on Coliseum and King on your bike. I told him, nah. I put the gun down. I told him, that's the homie. That's the homie. I go to school with. I go to school with cuz. I'm like, never me. Like, I swear to God, bro. And I always used to be on this bike all the time. My foster mom wouldn't get home until like 7 or 8. She wouldn't give me a key to the house because she felt like I was gonna let friends in. And I got caught one time with my friends in the house. She had a big, nice home in Baldwin Hills. So I'm bringing homies out the jungles to the house in Baldwin Hills on the other side of La Brea. And I would just be lingering around. I was supposed to go to my aunt's house after school, but I linger around. And he told me at school, random, like I was about to shoot at my.
That's fucking
until he
crazy.
realized it was me, and he told him, nah. You know, and then I've had people pull up on me, just spend them close encounters, and then you got a lot of homies who did get shot, who did get killed.
Right.
It's like, damn, why the guy had his hand on me, and I was really outside. Like I was really outside, like a straggler. Like I was really outside. Like I'm talking about,
you looked
I'm
the part.
too young.
Yeah.
And I'm looking the part,
Crazy.
trying to mimic what I'm seeing, red strings in my shoes and shit on the bicycle.
How'd you manage to survive LA? Like, I mean, what's the strategy? Is there a strategy at all?
Stay out the fucking. I mean, as I got older, I understood the strategy, but when I was young, it wasn't. I was in the way. You want to be outside.
Right.
When you're young, you want to be outside. But as I got in my 20s and got older and had a kid, you know, going to work, you know, taking your ass home, you know, certain parties, certain at addresses, certain areas, you just know, like, oh no, I ain't going to no party over there. Like, what that party? Where that party at again? A house party right there? Hell no.
That's everything.
And then the next morning, you see it on social media. Like, I knew that party was gonna get shot the fuck up.
Like back in our time, right? Because we're kind of from the same generation. Right?
Yeah.
It's like you ask, hey mom, let me go to a party, or hey let me go to a party. Where's it at? What is it? It's a house party. Oh, you're not going. Because they just knew that house parties get shot up.
And it's
all
crazy.
The time.
My foster mom would never let me go to parties.
Mine either.
I actually ran away from her home.
I did too.
I ran away from her home, 8th grade. Because I couldn't go to I was tired of her telling me no.
Right.
And it was a popping ass party. And it was on like Western. Actually, that was Normandy in the 50s. Like Normandy in like 53rd. Like right there in the 50s. And she was like, no. And I was like, what? And everybody was going. It was all talking about it Audubon. I left her house.
Wait, Audubon's in middle school though.
Middle school. Yeah,
so you were going out in middle school?
What? Yes.
You're
middle school. We were smoking weed, 6th grade. Like stealing cars, 6th grade, like outside.
Have you started your comedian thing yet?
I mean, you know, I did comedy first, so I was doing stand up. My skit, you seen the Roaches skit at Louisiana Chicken on Manchester.
That went viral.
That went viral a week before the song went viral. So both went viral back to back, the comedy and the music. So I'm gonna get back to that.
You're a dual threat.
Yeah, you know.
Funny and were you the ugly kid in class that knew how to roast?
Yeah, you definitely were that kid.
Wait, me or you?
You. Nah, but you know, I got joked on, I got cracked on, but I wasn't the ugly kid in class that got roasted on.
You're pretty funny, bro. Like when I meet you and stuff like that, I just can't take you seriously. Not in the fact to where it's like we can never do business, because we're doing business now.
Exactly.
But like I'm just like, man, I just already know he has something in store for me, and it comes quick. You know what I'm saying? Like
popping that shit at your ass.
Like it's quick. Like, and I feel like you take that to your rap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You're
I do.
just very quick with it. You know,
sometimes, like I said,
I don't know, man. Like I told you before, like sometimes I'm very amazed at the stuff that you say.
Yeah. You know,
9 to 5, I know it hurt.
I know it hurt.
Like
non-affiliate put down for the turf.
Someone who works a 9 to 5 job will know how that feels.
You know?
You know what I'm saying? Like, man, let me go to work and act like I care about coming here.
Niggas be mad at me. They out here living lives that they capping and fronting, and I'm out here showing my cards. Like, I go to work and everybody fucking with me, and that's what get people mad.
I was looking at your Instagram, and I'm like, he's like, oh yeah, you know, don't play with my job. You know, we have Maseratis, you know, Mercedes Benzes, and all
type of shit in that parking lot. Boy, them is all drivers.
Crazy, man. Like,
that's a slave. 9 to 5 is a slave, nigga. Right. Not this 9 to 5. You feel me? Don't get me wrong. You don't want. I teach my kids to create a business. You do want to create a business. You don't want to work for another company that you're making rich. But if you have to work, don't just. I don't know. I don't want to just make the youth think you got to be a trap star.
Right, like financial freedom, right?
You know, financial freedom, exactly.
Right. How many kids you got?
2.
Yep. Boy, girl?
Boy, girl, son, daughter.
Nice.
Jordan in Brooklyn.
How does it feel?
Man, it feels regular at this point, you know. Kids getting older. That's how I know I'm getting older, though. Shit crazy. You know, my son will be 13 this year.
Your kids are grown, man.
Man, that's crazy.
When I see you post your daughter, right, and I'm like, oh my God, like.
She's only 11. She's big as fuck.
Big. You know,
she's only 11.
Like grown. Smart, too.
Yeah.
Like,
you know?
It's crazy, man. I remember, like, back then, I don't know if you still are now, like, you're kind of like a triple threat.
Yeah.
So you do comedy, you rap, and guys, he was an apartment manager So he will evict
Yeah,
your
I
ass.
was an apartment manager for a whole 2-3 years, and people didn't even know. I kept that under the.
You don't do it no more?
I don't do it no more. They sold the property, and then
Shit.
the new management came in and evicted everybody.
Damn.
They
Were you
wanted-
evicting people? Or
No,
were you just serving notices?
Just serving notices, collecting rent, keeping the property clean. No,
Imagine like being at home, watching TV, eating like a bowl of cereal, and then Hotsauce comes to your door like,
that actually happened.
Hey, you owe rent.
What's her name? Adriana, what's up?
Oh, shit.
Apartment C. I must have knocked on her door. I ain't gonna say she owed rent. I'm saying I knocked on her door and she was like, "Can I ask you a question?" She's like, "You rap, huh?" And I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, I knew that. I was telling like my manager. I think my manager's a rapper. So
She was trying to soften you up.
management had no idea.
Oh my god.
When they interviewed me, I came in my bus uniform. I was all like, I spoke well with them, and little they know they let the rapper right in. But I wasn't no threat. I took care of the property.
Did you think that you were gonna get the job? Because you came in a bus uniform.
I didn't think so, but the situation I was coming from a shelter program. So I was in a shelter at that time with my daughter.
I didn't even know
I
that.
wrote the
Wait.
Really From the Village song in the shelter, in the parking lot.
That was 3 years from when I knew you?
That was
back then?
when you met me. It was shortly before that, a few months before that.
Wow.
I got that
I
apartment.
never even knew that.
I got that apartment through the shelter program of having a housing person that helped you find housing.
And then now you're just like, you're living a life, man. You have your own place.
Man,
new
God is
car.
good. All
That's
praises
crazy,
to God.
man.
All
Like,
praise to Allah.
I
you know?
respect you more even for that,
know?
man. Because I feel like you came a long way, and like you worked hard. You didn't bypass anything. You didn't scam nobody. You didn't steal. You didn't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You did all off the dribble, man.
A lot of
That's
props
crazy.
to taking care of my kids. You feel me? My daughter, I've been having full custody of her. A lot of people don't know that. I'm a full custody parent of Brooklyn. So
There you go. Look, see, there you go.
I've
Look.
been having full custody of Brooklyn for 6 years. So when you take care of your kids, it's like the world gonna take care of you.
Right.
When I wasn't taking care of my kids and wasn't handling shit wasn't going good.
It's possible. Yeah, it's possible.
know?
Check it out. It's possible.
Take care of your kids and
Right.
watch how shit go good for you.
Right. So, are you dropping any albums soon?
Yeah, I'm dropping Feature Hendrix 3. That's the next compilation mixtape. And then I'm just dropping singles because I feel like people don't listen to albums. You listen to 4 albums still? Honestly.
Nah, not really.
You listen to singles. You want to hear that one song. Like,
Right.
So I like to I'm just dropping singles. It's single after single, but I am going to drop Feature Hendrix 3 just because it's a lot of artists I've collaborated with over this last year and a half. And it's bangers out there that y'all might not be listening to because you might not follow this artist or that artist. So I'm going to put them on my project. If Callie can sell an album or Mustard or whoever else who don't even rap, Diddy don't even rap, can sell an album. Why can't I sell an album full of songs I've collaborated with?
DJ. Oh, you say Khaled, right?
Yeah,
You said
Khaled.
that, yeah.
Don't
That's
even
crazy.
rap, but he got albums.
You just say like, hey, DJ Khaled or DJ Mustard. I'm like, damn.
You feel me? They got albums,
Yeah, but I see the future is very bright for you.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Because
And shout out to Callie and shout out to Mustard, Shout out to all of them, all them
Mustard's from
DJs.
the jungles.
You feel me? Mustard from the district, that's like one of the, that is like the GOAT. Like they don't give him enough credit. That's like the GOAT.
he's the GOAT.
People don't want to really keep it real. Everybody wants to say, I'm the GOAT. Nigga, you ain't shit. Mustard is the GOAT. We watched that nigga come from right here, and he's doing tracks for Rihanna. He got to Rock Nation. When I seen him next to Jay-Z, I was just like, damn, it's possible.
It's possible.
Like,
I feel like you're heading that direction.
Get that man more props.
I feel like you're heading that direction though, because
Yeah.
it's only up for you. I don't see you
Seriously.
I don't see you tumbling. I don't. I just don't.
I ain't gonna fall.
Just the direction that you're heading and the substance of the person that you are.
Might
it's
fall
just
back,
like-
but I ain't falling off. You hear me? It's a difference.
Everybody falls back.
You feel
But,
me?
I mean, I just feel like there's no. I don't see you tumbling at all, man. So I feel like you're climbing the ladder. Like
I appreciate it.
whether you go up, be a boss at your job, or
Yeah.
whether you get signed. I'm still gonna be like, hey man, like I know that guy.
Yeah.
And I seen him from bottom to top. He did it, so it's
Yeah.
possible for y'all out there, And a lot of these indie rappers, they don't know that. They don't, they don't have anybody in their life. Like you said, there's no father figures around in LA.
Yeah,
like
for
that,
real.
They desert their kids as soon as they're born, which is I'm against that, And
But our
you know.
generation, I will say that my generation changed the dynamics. of
That's
that,
I would hope
it ain't
so.
it ain't as many deadbeats as it was in the 90s and the 80s.
Right.
This generation of my age class, we taking care of kids. All my homies take care of their kids.
Right.
And if they not, we gonna get on their ass. We gonna let them know. We ain't gonna hold nothing back.
Yeah.
Like, bro, why ain't seen your son in a while?
I mean, look
Feel me?
at the type of people that you're around.
Yeah.
You have Shell Dog. You have all these other type of role models. It's like there's no way they're gonna let you be shiesty or
Nah,
janky,
none
you
of
know
that.
what I'm saying?
None of that.
And,
None of that.
and even though you grew up in a foster setting, it's like you know the principles and morals of, you know, working hard, being a man, and, you know, following the code of conduct, you know, when it comes to growing up as a man, you know?
Yeah.
That's crazy. And, you know, I applaud you, bro, you know?
Yeah, appreciate it.
Great artist. And
you came a long way yourself too. Look where we at, man.
yeah, I mean, shit, it's only gonna get better, you know? I appreciate you coming, though, man.
Yeah, off top, man.
So, you have anything to say to the viewers?
I came through, whooped your ass at 2K, and we've been friends ever since.
I was hoping he didn't even mention
No,
that.
you never got a 2KW, you know. I lost to your friends. You had some company, but, you know, that's how we came together to play NBA 2K. You never won. You just wanted to be my friend.
I'm not good at 2K.
Yeah.
But I know for a fact.
You baited me in the DM. I pulled up, whooped on your ass. He's like, really, I want you over because I like your music, all right?
He haunts me with that because he put up in a bus driver uniform and kicked my ass at my own house with my own system.
And I don't have a system. I never had a system. I haven't had a system in years.
Shit, where can we follow you at?
Man, at Sauce23FBB on Twitter and on Instagram, you know.
No YouTube yet?
YouTube channel, Hot Sauce FBB. Thank you for reminding me. Shout out to No Ceilings.